but aside from the Giants in the last 6 years, has not boasted big-time results. Here's how the NFC East ended up in 2013, a complete reversal of the 2012 standings. After finishing in the basement in 2012, the Eagles went 10-6, won the division. The Cowboys were second at 8-8, their third straight 8-8 finish. The Giants' 0-6 start really ruined their playoff hopes. Guys, it really seems like all four teams in this division have reached a crossroads, certainly with their fans. It's time to show up. It's time to produce. Let's start with the Eagles. How will the Eagles' offense look in year two of the Chip Kelly era? Last season, Philly finished fourth in scoring, and only the record-setting Broncos gained more yards. Coming off his breakout season, Nick Foles will enter the year as a starter for the first time. Brian, what do you got?
It's going to be not on the offensive side of the ball, but the defensive side of the ball. They have to fix things over there. I mean, they were towards the bottom of the league as far as passing yards, and they couldn't get off the football field at times. So they're going to have to fix some things in that secondary, especially at the safety position, to get you just not a safety back there, but a playmaker, a guy who can roam, make tackles in the open field.
The Cowboys have more coaches. Get Scott Linehan steady the Cowboys' offense. Dallas' new passing game and their coordinator will also call the plays. Big D's third different play caller in the last 3 seasons. Dallas has been close, losing win and in games week 17 in 4 of the last 6 seasons. Ryan.
Well, you know, the big thing here is just what you talked about. Let's fix this organization. Let's stop being a sideshow every year. Every year is this guy going to call the plays? What is Jerry Jones saying? Every year Jerry Jones has to get up and give Jason Garrett a vote of confidence. Aren't we tired of having this soap opera each and every year? Let's be tight in the organization. Let's keep it between us in our building and just go out and win football games.
All right, how about the Giants? Which Eli Manning will be under center in New York? The 2-time Super Bowl champion who reached the Pro Bowl in both 2011 and 2012, or the mistake-prone quarterback who led the league with 27 interceptions in 2013. 5 more than any other QB. Mark.
Well, obviously the storyline here is Eli Manning. Now, I think he's an elite quarterback. He's won 2 Super Bowls, but he had just a horrible, horrible year. But think about this. The guys in front of him did not help at all. 2012, they had 20 sacks. 2013, they had 40 sacks. They doubled the number of sacks. When the quarterback is getting hit, you're not going to win football games. It's not just about Eli. It's about those guys protecting him up front.
And finally, after a disastrous 2013, can new head coach Jay Gruden help the Redskins and RG3 rebound? After being named Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2012, Griffin never regained his freshman form last year, tearing ligaments in his knee in January 2013 and not recovering. Brian.
Hey, everybody want to talk about RG and that offense, but on the defensive side of the ball, man, this was one of the worst tackling defenses in the NFL. Yards after contact was horrible. They're going to have to replace the middle linebacker this year with Fletch retiring. So there's a lot of question marks. And that secondary, they got to do a better job of covering. They gave up a lot of points as well.
All right, Adam Kaplan is our NFL insider and joins us now for the first time today. Adam, there has got to be an inside storyline that we are missing, but we know that you are not. Let's start with the Eagles, sir.
You know, Coach, it's interesting. Everyone talks about Nick Foles. Well, he's going to be the starter next season. There's no question about that. Brian Dawkins talked about the secondary. They need athletes. They need cover people, not just the hit, but they need a guy like Jarius Byrd, someone who you could stick in the slot or move him outside, someone who could cover a tight end. They need a hitter. That's what the Eagles need to do, fix that defense, a defense which finished almost dead last in yards given up.
Adam, the Dallas Cowboys are the epitome of mediocre. 8-8 again. What do you got with them?
Fix the defense, Coach. They've got to get younger. DeMarcus Ware, get him back on track and healthy. What has happened to him? What has happened to that defense? Too many yards, not enough turnovers forced. Get younger, get athletes there on the Cowboys defense.
All right, the Giants, they won their final 2 games, but they still finished 7-9. Take me to New York.
Coach, it's time to turn the page. It's a transition here with the Giants. They've gotten too old. They've got to get younger on both sides of the football, retool the roster, and don't forget about this. They're moving to a West Coast offensive system with new OC Ben McAdoo, and guess what? That means they're going to zone blocking. They need better athletes on the offensive line.
And you hope Jay Gruden and RG3 are going to get along in Washington. What do you got there?
Speaking of that, Coach, how about getting RG3 not only healthy, get him focused. None of these side interviews in the offseason. Get this guy back on track. He was one of the better young quarterbacks after 1 season. Get him healthy. No more controversy with RG3. Get him back.
Good stuff. Adam, hang tight. We will be back with you in just a couple of minutes. When we come back,